So today I'll be showing you how to make this halter gown. So this is a halter gown and halter neck gown. So but this gown, there is no half length, no waistline. It's just a straight gown. Okay, so it's a straight gown with basic darts. So what that means is, for you to make this dress, you need the shoulder, you need the chest line, you need your waistline, you need your hip line, and you need the full length or floor length of this gown. So which I've already made the lines, and I've imputed my natural neckline because it's a halter neckline, and my armhole. So I'll come to my chest line and I'll put my bust circumference divide by 4. I'll mark my waist circumference divide by 4. I'll mark my hip circumference divide by 4. I'll mark what I have on the hip circumference divide by 4. That is what I'll place on the hem, as you can see. So all I'm going to do now is to connect them. I'm connecting them accordingly. I'm connecting them accordingly. So if you want the down part penciled, just come in on the hem by 1.5 inch, and from there you can connect and make it a pencil gown. So I believe this is well understood. So the next we want to make for this dress is to add the darts. We are using our basic darts. So I'll be creating my bust point line. So this is a small scale drafting I'm using to show you. So I'll create my bust point. So whatever your nipple to nipple is, place the bust pan here. Place the bust pan, half of it here, and place it also on the hip line. Okay, half of your bust pan. And you are going to come down from the bust point. This is the bust point line. You come down from the bust point line by 1.5 before you draw your, and you come up from your hip line by 2 inches, and then you draw your dart leg. So from here is 2 inches, and from the nipple point to this is 1.5 inches. So your dart is going to be 0.5 here, 0.5 here. So you draw your dart leg. So this dart leg, you just go over to the machine when making this dress and hold the dart. That is what you need for this dress, unless you want to put a bust dart to it, but I will prefer you leave it the way it is. Just go ahead and hold your dart and you are good to go. So this dart now is 1 inch. I'll replace it here. Please don't forget. I'll go back, and because of that dart, I'll go back with my pattern ruler and I'm going to reconnect my hip line. So by the time I hold this dart, it goes in. So this part now is what we will be taking on the dart. So now I want to create that ruffle. There's a ruffle we have on the dress, and this ruffle we have on the dress, note that this is the center front of this dress. So this ruffle we have on the dress, I'm going to create this ruffle the way I just want to create it. So from the mid armhole, I'll step down by 1.5. I'll come down by 1.5 inches, and I'm going to connect what I have here. So this is just your design. This particular ruffle is what you actually, or I can just come down by 1 inch. Let us do 1 inch, and you can now create this into, I want to create it into the chest line, or 1 inch below the chest line. So this can be cut as a yoke. You can also decide to sew the whole dress and mark out this on your dress before you attach that ruffle. So the ruffle we are making here is going to go around this dress. So to calculate that ruffle, this mark I've made on my pattern, I'm going to take the measurement of what I have to this point. So for this small scale, I have 6.5, and I'm going to add 4 inches for the sleeve. Okay, the sleeve that will go around it, I'm using 4 inches, so I'll do plus 4 inches. That is 10.5 for this small scale. So this plus 4, whatever thing I have here, add plus 4 to it. Then I'm going to, this 10.5, I'll times it by 4 because this is just a quarter. I'll do 10.4 times 4. If I do 10.5 times 4, I'll be left with 42 inches. So the whole ruffle is going to be 42 times 3. 42 times 3 inches. That is the length of the ruffle you are going to cut. So what I mean is this. Let me explain for you so you understand what we are talking about right here appropriately. So we are saying if this is the fabric you want to use as your ruffle, I'll just cut this paper pretending it's my fabric. And I'm going to cut this paper as the whole length. So the whole length of this fabric I'm going to cut and turn. Okay, the whole of it after turning is 42 times 3. So 42 times 3 should be giving us about 126 inches. Okay, that is about let me say 6, not yard. You can just get a yard and cut it because the width of this is 5 inches. The width of this ruffle from here to here is 5 inches width. Okay, so when you open it, it will be 10. When you fold it, you have it at 5 inches. So before we place this ruffle, remember this is a halter neck. So for your halter neckline, simply go in here, from here, 1 inch. And that 1 inch, you just connect it into the armhole. You can see me connecting it into the armhole. So what does that mean now? Being a halter neck, you can see when I measured from here to here, I had from here to here, I had to this point was 6.5. So but now this has come into the, but there's no problem about it. The same measurement will still go because it's still on the body. So we have 122 lengths by 5 inches of ruffle. So I will cut this pattern, then I'll place the ruffle for you to see. So I just go right now, cut what I have on my dress. I'll come into here and I'm going to cut the halter neckline. So I'll cut the halter neckline right on the center front. So you just go ahead and on your machine, if this is your fabric, after marking, I'll just go to the back. You can see how I folded it, and thank God I can see the dots. Just sew in here once you have stitched here. So I'll just hold that part as if I've stitched it with my pin. And when you open, this is what your dart intake is going to look like for you. Okay, so note that this part will be on fold. This is going to be on fold. So once you have cut your front pattern, this is what you'll be having. Then after sewing the back and your neckline is a mandarin collar. This one is supposed to be on fold too. Okay, because it will run from center front to the back. So let me just pretend this is the folded part. I'm going to make my gathers first. Okay, I'm going to make my gathers. So I keep making my gathers. I'll make my gathers all over this particular florins. So I'll just come on the line I marked. I'll turn it this way to sew. This is how I will sew. Once I get to this point, I will leave 8 inches or 9 inches if you're on the plus size, or 10 inches if you're on the super plus size. That is, I'll measure from here to here, 9 inches, and it will come to the back to continue to the zipper line. So I believe this illustration is helpful to you. So this is how it's going to be while you have the halter neck. As you can see it right there on the thumbnail. So you make whatever you want to make, either pleats or gathers or whatever. So people, that is how we come to the end of this tutorial, and you understand how to make this particular dress. So if you are new to this channel, please kindly subscribe, turn on your notification bell to receive videos like this every day. Like this video, share to family and friends, drop your comment on the comment section and your suggestions as well. Thank you for coming. See